He laughed at me and said, "This isn't your place." In front of everyone, you know that moment when you feel like all the work, all the effort, all your dignity simply doesn't matter to anyone? That day, I discovered there's a type of humiliation that doesn't hurt the body, it hurts the soul. And I'm going to tell you this story from the beginning, because what happened next changed everything. My name doesn't matter. What I didn't seem to matter either. I was a maintenance technician. I worked in the basement of a corporate building, that place where executives don't even know exists. I fixed air conditioners, changed light bulbs, adjusted electrical systems. I solved problems that no one saw until they appeared. And when they appeared, everyone wanted a quick solution, but no one wanted to know who solved it. My uniform was blue. It had my name embroidered on the pocket. I entered through the parking lot, went up the service elevator and left without anyone seeing me. Sometimes I passed by executives in the hallway, impeccable suits, shining shoes, expensive cologne. They didn't even look away. It was as if I were part of the wall, and that was fine. I didn't need attention. I needed the job. I had bills to pay. I had dignity to maintain. But one day, something different happened. My supervisor called me at the end of the shift. He was nervous, looking around everywhere. "Listen, tomorrow there's a company event, big. All the directors will be there, and the auditorium sound system is having problems." I told him I could fix it. He shook his head. "No, you don't understand. You're going to have to stay there during the event, on standby, in case something goes wrong." My stomach churned. Stay there, in the middle of the event, with the executives? I had never been in a place like that. I didn't know if I would fit in, but I couldn't refuse. When I arrived the next day, the auditorium was being prepared. Flowers, lights, tables with white tablecloths, waiters adjusting glasses. I went straight to the sound booth. I checked the cables, the microphones, the amplifiers. Everything was working perfectly. But my supervisor was right. I was going to have to stay, in uniform, in the corner, invisible, but present. People started arriving, men in suits, women in high heels, loud conversations, confident laughter. I stayed in the corner of the room, near the emergency exit, leaning against the wall, trying not to exist. But then, he saw me, Marcus, sales director. That type of person who talks loud and laughs even louder. He came in my direction, with two colleagues, drinking, smiling. He stopped in front of me, looked at my uniform and said, "Seriously, who let maintenance in here?" I felt my face burn. My heart raced. His colleagues laughed. One of them said, "Well, Marcus, he must be on standby in case the lights go out." More laughter. "Oh yeah? Then stay there quietly, okay? This isn't your place." I didn't respond. There was nothing to say. Some people heard, looked, smiled. Others looked away. At that moment, I understood something. It wasn't about the uniform. It wasn't about the place. It was about who they thought I was. I was useful, but not equal. I was necessary, but not welcome. I thought about leaving, grabbing my tools, walking out, sending a message to my supervisor saying I couldn't take it. But something inside me said, "No, you work to be here. You deserve to be here." So I stayed, in silence, with rage burning inside, but standing. The event continued, speeches, presentations, applause. I stayed there, monitoring the sound, checking that everything worked, until the CEO, Dr. Roberts, took the stage. He started talking about the year's results, achievements, challenges, future plans. I wasn't even paying attention. I just wanted it to be over, until he said something that made me stop. But before closing, I want to talk about something that happened 3 weeks ago. The room fell silent. We almost lost the biggest contract in this company's history. A problem in the data center's electrical system. A problem that could have cost us millions. My heart stopped. And you know who solved it? alone, in the middle of the night, without telling anyone, because he knew he couldn't wait. Pause. That person is here today, and I would like to ask him to stand up. Absolute silence. He looked directly at me. Please, stand up. I stood up, trembling, with weak legs. This professional identified a critical failure in the power backup. If that had failed during the client's audit, we would have lost 18 million in contracts. Pause. He wasn't responsible for that, but he saw it, and he acted, and he saved this company. The entire room fell silent. I saw the same faces that laughed, now serious, pale, embarrassed. Marcus was there, with his mouth closed, looking at the floor. No one apologized, but no one needed to. The silence said it all. After the speech, some people came to talk to me, to shake my hand, to thank me. Marcus didn't come. He left before the event ended, and that was fine. I didn't need his apology. I had something much more important. At the end, the CEO called me to talk, in private. I didn't know you were here today. If I had known, I would have put you in the front row. I told him it was okay, that I was used to staying in the corner. He shook his head. But you shouldn't be. People like you are the backbone of this company. That night, I learned something I carry with me to this day. Not everyone who seems invisible is dispensable. Sometimes, people just haven't seen the value you have. And it doesn't matter how many times they ignore you. It doesn't matter how many times they tell you that you don't belong. Your value doesn't depend on anyone's gaze, because in the end, the work speaks for itself. And when it speaks, it doesn't need to shout.